Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Welcome again, my channel, The Life with Forum in Australia, and I'm your host, Forum in Australia. Today, my podcast is a little bit different because my all the podcast is physically, but now is my special guest. She's from Morocco, but I am in Saudi Arabia. My all the viewers know that. That's why I decided to do podcast online because she's very talented, very educated, and especially English consultant. All the people want to speak English. Me also want to speak English. That's why I decide to must be a podcast with her, and I don't want to waste time. I want to directly tell you. Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum assalam. Thank you so much for inviting me over. It's my honor to be here to be part of your podcast. I just said we are all familiar with the normal podcast, physical ones, but this one is online, and I think it's gonna be a great experience, a great opportunity for others to learn from us.
Thanks so much. First of all, ma'am, my viewers must be want to know you. Introduce yourself and your journey.
My name is Romaisa, and I'm from Morocco. Um, I started learning English when I was 12 years old, and I've been learning the language for 8 years. And I started teaching it 2 years ago to people online. I started creating content about English since last February. And alhamdulillah, I'm doing great, and I helped so many professionals and students and people around the world for the past 2 years.
Why English? Most of the people want English. Why?
Okay, and this is, if I can say, a struggle, a challenge in the life of a lot of people, either in Arab world or in the south of America, or I don't know, like in non-native speakers. I mean,
It's just a language. But why people afraid to speak in English?
afraid to speak.
Yes, afraid to speak. All the people afraid, mostly in Gulf countries.
Yes, you are right. So far, I've met a lot of students, a lot of professionals, and they're almost all, they're not all, but almost all afraid to speak because they are afraid to be judged. And that's the challenge. They are afraid to, to make mistakes in front of others. They are afraid um, to not pronounce the word correctly. So they are always seeing their language in the eyes of others. You see, so that's why people are afraid to speak, and they want to speak perfectly in front of others. I mean, that's not right, but that's what happening with most people today. And there are some people who are also they are afraid because they want to speak perfectly from the first time, so they're afraid to speak for now. And yeah, most of the people, that's their excuse.
Ma'am, what do you think? Like if I want to speak, I need to learn first tenses. It's important.
Okay, here you are talking about grammar and
Yes, grammar.
about fluency. Yeah,
Yes.
perfect. When we talk about grammar, grammar is a very essential part of English. We cannot speak about English, we don't speak about grammar. Because we understand each other right now because of the grammar we're using. If I'm using something in a wrong way, maybe you can misunderstood. But that's not the only thing in English. Now you see that I have an intonation, I do have other words, and even do have some, um, body language, how I move my face and everything. So grammar is very important, but it's not the only part of English. The major mistake today is that people they think if they learn grammar, they learn English. No, they are learning just a part of English, and that part should be applied by learning other parts of it. So if you know today all the tenses and you don't know the words, how can you use the tenses? You know?
You know what? I hate tenses. And now now I learn tenses in my school life, college life. I hate tenses. My my teacher, English teacher, and she said, "Why you are not?" Because I hate tenses. Why? I don't think tense
Well,
is very important.
yeah, but even though you hate tenses, you can speak it right now because you are confident to speak. Other people, they really master all the tenses on paper, but when it comes to speaking, yeah, but even though you hate tenses, you can speak it right now because you are confident to speak. Other people, they really master all the tenses on paper, but when it comes to speaking, they cannot apply them because they're afraid to commit a mistake. And as I told you earlier, that's the problem.
I think we translate in my mother language, then we speak. That is a wrong way. That's why all the people don't want to speak. I think.
Okay, okay, that's a good point you mentioned just now. Because for me personally, I think it's a wrong pedagogy. Till now, there are a lot of English teachers that are teaching English in their own native language. It's right when it is very, very elementary. When we talk about A1, you're just teaching them the basics of the basics. But once you are reaching A2 and we say early B1 level, that's it. You have to use only English for English. There is no, if we can say Arabic, Urdu, or whatever native language is, because at this point, if you use your native language, you're gonna always struggle with the translation, translation in your head, and that's wrong. So for me, if we're here, I'm not just blaming people, like the normal people who are learning, but also blaming the English teachers for doing that, not to be the ones, on platforms uploading videos and they are translating words, and I'm like, come on, well, don't translate to people. You are destroying their English journey.
What do you think? People, most focus on action, British action, American action. What you suggest? Like, same like me. I'm also in my starting journey. I want a British accent. Actually, now I'm realize only. First of all, we need to learn how to speak. After that, we go to like accent. But now I see most of the
Mhm.
people go first action, then
Yeah, most of the people today they are asking about accent. Should I learn American? Should I learn British? Which accent is better? I just want to tell that's my own opinion. I'm not judging. I'm not saying anything. I'm just gonna tell my really honest personal opinion that yes,
yes.
because maybe I know how to pronounce the R like American. Maybe I know how to pronounce like some letters, but I have no word in my head to speak it. Like what they use accent then. So for me, I ask people to reach the B2 level, then think about your accent if you want to enhance it. And one more thing, I think sometimes the accent is a part of the background and identity. So if you are from the Middle East and you speak, from Egypt, from Saudi Arabia, from UAE, and you have an English, not broken but impacted by your Arabic, I would love to hear it because that shows your English is showing your identity. I
Yes.
really love that. And when I hear, for example, an Indian, Pakistani, Bengali, whatever, speaking that kind of accent, yes, I love it because it is part of their culture, part of their background, and so on.
Yes.
So, for example, someone who's really imitating the foreign culture, the foreign accent, 100%. Come on, like, be proud of your accent. I would love to hear it.
Okay. Again, now you talk about Pakistan Hindi. What do you think? They learn English and they speak very smoothly. I think so. At the comparison of Arabics, that is true.
They speak better than Arabs, you mean?
Yes. English.
The English is better than Arabs. You know what? Like for the Indians, for the Pakistanis, this group of countries, they are courageous to speak because they want to go really far. They have big dreams, and that's what I saw. Because Arabs, they
Oh,
really love their countries. They are not intending to go abroad that much.
yes,
If I'm
yes,
talking
yes.
about
That is
Middle
the point.
East people,
Me also want to
but
go Europe. All
Yes,
the
exactly.
youngsters go on to Europe. That's why they like if beginner one day, how much time he spent to learn English?
Oh my God. You ask me like the most asked questions by people. Oh my God.
Yes, I
Okay,
research. I research. You know what? Because that's my work. I research most of the question people who ask. I read them.
great. Great. This way you're asking like our viewers and subscribers questions. This way we're gonna be able to answer them. A beginner. A beginner. So you know what? There is no specific time for someone to learn the language. There's no
Okay.
specific time. um the language is needs a lot of time to be learned. You cannot learn it like for 1 month or 2 months, not if you're a beginner, because um you need time to get familiar, because you have to listen more, to speak more. Even though if you spend the whole day learning the language, it doesn't work, because it needs time to be, to be you get familiar with it, you can use it, you practice it in daily life. So to be more natural using the language, you need more time and time. The more I mean, someone who's learning English for 2 years, for me, is better than someone who's learning English for 6 months. Because I know that someone for 2 years is able to speak, and I know that he will not forget the language easily. But the one who just learned for 6 months, maybe if he stops learning, he will forget everything easily.
You know, 2 years at you know, too much time. I don't think if beginners starting to learn English, it's a just language. I don't think it take took 2 years.
It's much complicated than just a language. It's a system, It's a system of
Okay.
operation in your head, to be able to not translating, to be able to speak, and to be able to answer questions quickly, and to be able to speak without, feeling tired. Uh, a lot of work. So I think it's not just about learning and knowing the grammar, or knowing a small bank of vocabulary. It's more than that. And one more thing, it depends on how much activities you're doing per day. Someone who's
Yes.
learning for 10 minutes a day is not the same as someone who's learning for 2 hours a day. And the type of activities you're doing. Someone who's listening is not
Yes,
like
that's a
someone who's
point.
reading. Yeah, it's not like someone who's more watching movies. So maybe if you watch movies, you will be learning English for years. Then you'll be able to speak a bit. But someone who's like focusing on podcasts, he has a very strategic way of learning. Maybe he will speak in 2 years.
Yes.
No, depends on what things you consume. It's not the same for
Yes.
everyone.
Okay. Now, what's your opinion about shadowing? Shadowing help to speak very well. What do you think about shadowing?
Shadowing is a great, great, great tool. If you do shadowing, you'll be able to learn the pronunciation, you'll be able to get familiar with new words, and you'll be able to learn new vocabulary. And more than that, you can even get some accent if you want it. So for the people who are really, for they are thriving for an American or British accent, shadowing can really help them for that. So shadowing is a great tool, but it's not the only tool we can use, or not the only activity we can do. It's just one of the activities we can be doing. For me, it's a good one. I did use it a lot of times, but not with English. I did use it with Chinese, because I was learning Chinese recently. So I was listening to a podcast in Chinese, and whenever I hear a word that attracts my attention, I try to repeat it again and again.
How can people improve pronunciation?
Okay, I'll be going back to the old question, which is shadowing. This is one of the tools that they can use.
Okay.
It's very good. Other than things, they can record themselves speaking, and they can listen to their vocals again and again. This way, they can detect their mistakes, and because when you pronounce the word in a wrong way, it's easy, but when you listen to someone is pronounce it in a wrong way, then you are this is wrong. So try to do this like you autocorrect yourself.
Okay.
That's a tool too, and I think that's the two things that can help with pronunciation for me so far. Also, you can join a private class of pronunciation or something and ask a trainer or a teacher to correct you the pronunciation and teach you how to pronounce the word correctly. That's an available option to.
How important English for jobs? English matter? Yeah, skills matter more than English.
You know what? As I told you earlier and earlier, English is a tool. So you have a set of skills, right?
Okay.
Everybody here has a set of skills. That's cool. But the way you can express and introduce these skills is English. If you don't
Hmm.
have proper English, how can you introduce your skills to others? Maybe you can introduce, for example, you are from Pakistan, you can introduce your skills to a Pakistani guy since you speak Urdu, both of you. But if there is someone, so for example, from Italy, you don't have to speak all the languages of the world. You have only to speak
Yes.
English, and then you present yourself, you introduce yourself, your accent, I mean your abilities, your skills, everything you know how to do. And it is really helpful to uh, join universities all over the world and join companies all over the world. So for me, language is a very, very important part in someone's path.
Now you complete my next question. The English also increase career opportunities.
Yes,
Okay.
exactly. It really does.
Okay. Now, what you the advice to parents to how to guide to child, especially in Gulf, to child learn easily. What you suggest and what you advise?
A child, a child. And for me, I prefer that a child should learn by himself. I don't advise the parents to make their children join a class or classroom of English or whatever. Because for me, English is not something that should be taught in class. For me, I prefer, if I have, for example, my child in the goal, I would prefer to take him to learn some mathematics, to learn some AI, to learn some computer science at school, you know, and I will be teaching him English at home. Not me, of course. I'm gonna just give him a set of materials in English, like letting him seeing cartoons in English. The activities are in English. Looking for a friend who can speak English. A foreigner who's living there in Gulf country to be friends with. And this way the child can be learning a lot of English without really learning.
What free resources you recommend for learners?
For your resources to learn English, there are
Yes.
plenty of resources actually. Um, okay, I'm gonna just answer a side question of that, then I'm gonna go back to what are free resources today because we do have a
Yes.
plenty of resources. That's why we don't really know what to use when and how, and that's why people are distracted. They are using a lot of resources at the same time, and they don't know how to use them, or maybe they don't know what's the best resource for them. Um, Actually, they are very, very basic ones that should be followed. For me, I don't like too much this kind of, you know, um, the innovative apps. Learn English with us. There's everything here. No,
Yes. Yes.
go
Yes.
ahead. Actually, like girls, there are two groups of girls. There are girls who are saying that makeup, I put it for myself, like because I like it and everything. It's an art for me. The artist should not like show their art whatever. If you're an artist, you have to show your art to the people who can understand the art for you. So
Okay.
yeah, if you are if you are painting, you will not paint anywhere. You're gonna paint where the people are really understanding what painting is. And
Yes.
some others goals they're saying that some other girls they are saying that, I'm not really, I don't feel secure about how my nose is big or how my eyes are, so I'm trying to hide you know, some parts of my face and show other parts that are better. Like for me now, that's my face. Accept it or don't accept it, I don't care. For me, I accept it.
I like it. I like it.
So also for podcasts on Spotify, on really famous apps of streaming or music, you can hear a lot, you can listen to a lot of podcasts. And this podcast can really helpful for you to learn as I said, the pronunciation as well as new vocabulary. Yeah,
Okay.
these are all free resources. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now, why we learn from you? Why people learn from you?
Why they learn? First of all,
From
because you
you.
don't find people who, for me, um, okay, I see what you're looking for. You're looking for that I have a unique value. That's why. All right, I know. So let me tell you, for me, I have a special approach when I teach people. I'm not an
Okay.
English teacher. I'm not introducing myself as an English teacher. I see myself as an English consultant, as you said, or maybe English trainer, and specifically communication. So people are learning from me because I'm not just learning till helping them with English, but also helping them with the communication. I'm a person who can trust and can go with you with your own situation, with your own case, till the moment you can speak English. Because not everybody today, not every student of mine having a problem in English specifically. I do have a lot who did lose hope. I do have a lot who are afraid to speak. I do have a lot who are not disciplined. So it's not about just English learning as simple as we see it. I mean, it's simple, but also there are a lot of factors around it, not just only the English as a language. So for me, I do have approach that I'm orienting people, I'm guiding people to use the right resources, to speak with the right people, and to follow the right strategy. That's why me. I'm not the person who's gonna just teach you grammar. I'm not a person who's gonna just teach you, give you slides, or maybe send you YouTube videos and that's it. I'm here to orient you, to guide you, and to answer all questions. And maybe, if we can say in other words, I'm here to be with you in your English journey, supporting you. I'm not lasting with you longer for a long time, but just to make you strong enough to be able to learn by yourself. Once I feel that you can learn by yourself, I gonna quit. Then you follow your journey by yourself. I'm not stuck to my students. I like to just give my students some trainings and I leave them to go and to reach their dreams with the English they're learning.
Wanna play a rapid fire? Yes. I ask some phrase. You must be answering one word. If I ask some phrase.
Oh, okay,
Okay.
okay.
British English or American English? Hurry
American
up.
English.
Okay. Book or YouTube?
YouTube.
But 90s people said that must be read book
No, YouTube is better.
or better. Okay, must be answered in one word. Okay, reading or speaking.
Speaking.
Same like previous answer. Okay, uh, grammar or vocabulary.
Vocabulary.
Mm, coffee or tea while reading and while
T.
studying. Tea.
T.
Mm, Moroccan tea.
Yes.
All online classes or classroom.
Online classes.
Why?
Yes.
Why?
It's technology. It's technology. It's more comfortable. You can just learn from your home. It's very flexible. So I think online classes are better than classroom. The classroom
Don't
for
need.
me is old fashioned.
Oh, Gen Z most want to online classes because they too much short. Because too much short. Only half hour, 1 hour
Okay, okay.
class.
If we can talk, okay, yeah. For example, let me just discuss this one. For example, if it's a classroom, I have to go to the classroom. I need at least like 30 minutes road to the classroom, 30 minutes back to the home. So that like why wasting time? Just let's have the classroom from home and 1 hour I'm gonna do it something else.
Time is money. Hmm. Uh,
Exactly.
Morning study or night study?
Nice study.
Okay. Now our rapid fire is complete. Now I have some questions. You know, uh, about your life. Okay. What is the
Okay,
most
go ahead.
what is the most difficult decision you have did in your past life?
The most difficult decision I've had is that I started making content
Hmm.
because it's a
Uh,
life changing because it's life changing decision. Because once you get like because when you enter that word, you're becoming famous, and when you're famous, you cannot control it anymore.
who suggest you and motivate to you? You must be do that.
Who advised me to start making content?
Yes.
It was my idea since I was 17. I wanted to make content since I was 17, but I never did it till now I'm 20.
Now you're 21. Actually, my teacher said that don't ask girls' age and boys' salary. But sorry, I ask you
Um,
your age.
it's 21.
What's
Yes, I'm almost like 20.
my age?
You look 27. 27?
Oh, astaghfirullah. No, 22. Now I just after 2 months 23 after 2 months.
Okay, you're just older than me by 1 year. Okay, that's interesting.
Okay, but you said 27. Okay. Now, according to you, your opinion, your mindset, what is the definition of success?
It's being able to do whatever you want the time you want. That's success.
Success means a big car, big home, like that.
No, it's being able to do whatever you want, like the thing that you are comfortable in, the time you want, with the people you want.
Okay.
That's
You know,
success.
last week I randomly go TikTok. I see some live broad. I see somewhere live. She's I think African girl. She hosting a broad. She discuss about uh, what is the purpose of divorce. Who who fault, men or women? Is a very good
Hmm.
debate. What you think
Yeah.
about that? What do you think about who is fault, men or women?
In a divorce, we mean who's losing more, right? That's what you mean.
Yeah, who is
Who's
a
losing?
fault? Yes,
Both of them actually, or maybe none of them. It depends.
I have
Yeah,
also said
because
I have I have same opinion. I'm also join this live and I tell them same. But there's a guy. He's I don't think where he's from. He said that I get married twice and get divorced twice. Same. He said that women the cause of divorce.
not really, not all the time. Actually, because it depends on how the marriage was and how the people are, the personality and everything. So it's really depends. For me, as I can see, during maybe before we can say that women were losing more because they were investing more emotionally and they were not independent financially. But with the Gen Z right now, and with this in this generation, I see that it's the same for both.
Okay,
Since they're both working, they're both everything.
what is the purpose to asking this question, because you are a girl, you're a lady, he's a right, yes or no, because now too much percentage of divorces in all the world.
And for your podcast, the advice I can give you is um, choose. Don't follow what people are telling you. Choose what you like. If, for example, you are hosting someone and people on the comment section are like asking for someone, but maybe you're not comfortable hosting that person, don't do it.
Okay.
Okay? The people that you like, invite the people you like, invite people you feel comfortable with, invite people you want to, you know, you feel that you can make change in your podcast.
Okay.
Okay? The people that you like, invite the people you like, invite people you feel comfortable with, invite people you want to, you know, you feel that you can make change in your podcast channel. That's the advice I can give you.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you. About my English. About my English now.
I told you you have to listen more, and from time to time, try to practice with people. Maybe try to record yourself when you talk about the topic. Then try to detect the mistakes later on.
I know I have
But
some mistakes pronunciation like grammar. I have little bit.
yes, you have some mistakes in grammar. You know, you have some mistakes in the grammatical construction of the sentence. But generally, you do have a good vocabulary bank. I can see that.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, okay.
I have only confidence. First, I didn't speak.
Exactly.
I didn't speak same like that. My all the friends, YouTuber, make video. On Eid they said make video and said that or Eid Mubarak, same like that. I didn't do that, but my dream is to like hosting and do interview pupils and meet pupils, and I'm a quick learner. I want learn. I want learn every podcast, every person, and that's why I decide to start podcast. Allah give
Mm-hmm.
me more potential to do my best, inshallah.
Yes, yes. Yes, exactly. And you're doing great so far. I can see that. You're a quick learner and you're gonna learn and more. You're still very young, like 22 years old. You have a very long life in front of you.
Inshallah, and you have also we, inshallah, one day we will what when I succeed in podcasting, I visit all the countries and go and podcast, and I must be visit Morocco, inshallah. Then
Yeah,
we
you
will
should
meet,
visit Morocco,
inshallah.
actually.
And if you come in
Yeah.
Saudi Arabia, give me the chance, I will host to you physically and entertain to
Yeah,
you.
sure.
If
Yeah,
when you
sure.
come,
Yeah.
I'm just I'm trying to like a formal conversation, not like an interview. How you are old? I'm just trying to podcast. It's a general conversation. What do you think? That is good.
Mm-hmm. Everything is perfect.
I'm trying to laugh, guest, and don't bored. And thank you so much. You want some? You want to speak message and something? Said that.
Yes, I only want to thank everyone who supported me till now. Yeah, my parents, my sisters, everyone who was like in my journey, people at my university who supported me through this journey. Because maybe I would not be able to do it if it wasn't for them. People who supported me on social media when I just started, the first likes on the videos, people who, like, when you post a video and you find there's like 5 likes, 6 likes, for the really dear people who are there for you. So I just wanna thank all of them uh, for the professors who supported me too, for everyone, and this is I want to thank all these people after thanking Allah for making this life easier and for making this journey easier for me. It wasn't easy, but Alhamdulillah, I reached so many things I did not expect to reach at this early age. So I did not think that I'll be maybe making a podcast at the age of 21. So yeah, look at me.
I'm also very grateful from Allah because I'm just 22. I got lot of things because my same age, all the same my colleagues. some people working and like that, but I achieved my dreams. I'm still working in restaurant in a whole night. I'm do work in restaurant. After that, in the morning I have time all the morning. When I do podcast, I didn't sleep 1 hour because five
Oh
o'clock
my
I
God.
go to 5 o'clock I go to duty, and all the night I do work and still sleep. Some
Mm-hmm.
people send
I
some,
understand.
some people said that if you don't sleep, how to, like if I one day I didn't sleep, no problem, but success is the most important normal
You
thing.
can sleep
uh,
later, but you cannot succeed later.
yes, that's why I'm trying to, inshallah, I'm the number one host in the world soon as soon possible. I'm working hard, inshallah.
Okay, we
And
say in Darija, in our Arabic, in Darija we say "خدم يا صغير الكبري." And this means working working as a young person for the old age. So in the old age, I would rest. That's the whole meaning.
okay,
So at an
today,
early age, we're working hard.
Maybe. I'm not confirming that.
please.
Okay, I will do it. Don't worry. Yeah, sure, sure, sure. And I just want to add more thing for the people who are learning English to go back to the topic is that
Yes.
guys, just learn. Just learn. Don't expect from the learning. Learn. Enjoy the activity you're doing and be confident. The more that you're confident, the more that you're gonna reach a lot of things. You know that confidence is 70% of English. If you're not confident, maybe you know all English, but you're not confident, that means you know nothing. And the second thing, connect more with people. The more that you're connecting with good people, the more that you're creating opportunities, and the more that you are learning new things and speaking better language. Don't think that connecting with people can make you feel ashamed of your English. No, take it as an opportunity and learn more and more with
Now, thank you so much for giving me a precious time. I learned from you a lot of things, and I think my viewers also learn from you a lot of things. And thank you so much again to giving me a precious time. Okay, thank you so
inshallah.
much.
Thank you
Me,
so much, you too.
uh, pray for me.
Yeah.
Wish you all the best
Thank
in
you
your
so
life.
much. Thank you everyone who's watching here. And yeah, see you in another podcast maybe on Saudi Arabia or like anywhere. And that's it. Thank you so much and wish you the best in your life podcast journey.
The life with Khurram.
Yeah.
iPhone. I pray for you.
Yeah.
Inshallah,
Inshallah.
Allah
Thank
gives you
you.
soon, soon as inshallah Allah give you. You're a very
Thank you so
hardworking
much.
woman. Arab women's not do independent work and all like that, but you are doing great, very very great. I'm a huge fan of
Thank
you
you so much.
because
Thank you.
our women's not do like that, and in Arabs also not. But you are doing very very great.